Good evening, guys. It's I was going to tell you the time, but I don't know what the time is. It's evening time in the Philippines. I just want to touch on the subject of nicknames. You know, what people call you, like slang names or affectionate names, what they give you. I'm sure you've had nicknames as well, everybody. Let me know your pet names, what people have called you in the past, little pet names for you and nicknames. But these are mine. When I started in the racing stables, I was only 16 then, and I used to work in the countryside in Hampshire. That's in the United Kingdom, and they used to call me the farmer used to call me Little Pincher. I said, "What's that, Little Pincher?" So Little Pincher is like a little dog, like a little dachshund sausage dog, but would bite your ankles. So Little Pincher, that was one of them. And also there's an Irish lad there. When I started in the stables, he took me under his wing and looked after me. He used to call me Davy lad. Davy lad. I used to like that one, Davy lad. It's nice. And I remember at school, I used to have a friend, and because my surname was Sheridan, they used to call me Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl, how are you? How you doing, Cheryl? Cheryl. And also because I wanted to be a jockey when I grew up, my schoolmate, when I used to meet him, he goes, "Here, you little jockey." He used to call me little jockey. Little jockey, like in horse racing jockey, horse racing. And I've been called numerous other things. When I first went to race, I used to wear my glasses, but and at one stable in Oxfordshire, they used to nickname me Buddy Ollie. They say, "Hey Buddy, how you doing, Buddy Ollie?" Because I look like Buddy Ollie with the glasses on. You know Buddy Ollie, the 60s singer. Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue. Anyway, guys, what else they call me? Oh yeah, they used to call me Lester. After the famous English jockey, champion jockey, Lester Piggott. So, all right, Lester, how you doing? And also they used to call me Willie, because there was another jockey in the 70s as well, Scottish guy called Willie Carson. He was a very good jockey. And my father used to follow him. Willie, he used to say, "All right, Willie, how you doing? Little Willie." Little Willie. And also, this is the most interesting one. I used to work in a bakery in England, and you know, making, for you Filipinos, I was making tinapay bread. I used to break bread, French sticks, baguettes. I used to do donuts. I used to love making my donuts there for the first week. And the boss says, "Ah, you can have as many as you like, jam donuts." I used to fry the donuts, roll them in sugar, and then I used to put the jam inside them. And the boss said, "You can have as many donuts as you like." Oh, wow, it's great, donuts. This is a job from heaven. So after the first week, I was sick of jam donuts. I didn't want to even see another jam donuts. Yeah, but anyway, get back to the story, the nickname. There was a guy there and he used to stutter, you know. It's just he used to go, "Morning," like, good morning. Anyway, so they used to call me there Wild Dave. He used to call me Wild Dave because I used to have a bit of a temper back then. I used to lose my temper and kick things around. And they say, "Here he comes, Wild Dave." It's funny there because one day we was in the kitchen making jam donuts, and there was a lot of bees and wasps because it was after the jam. And there's one, we used to have a fluorescent light, you know, the long tube lighting, and he's on there with a big lid, of a plastic lid, and he stood on a little bread bin, and he's trying to get the wasps and that. and all of a sudden he felt the bin collapsed because it was a plastic one. The bin collapsed and he fell on the floor and hit his head on the floor and cracked his head and it was bleeding. And he's laying there groaning and the boss come up and he punched him in the eye. I said, hey, that's what you get for breaking my lights. Anyway guys, and the last one, final one for you, if you're still watching, there's one there used to call me Mad Dog. Mad Dog Mad Dog Sheridan. Mad Dog, not because I had rabies or anything, but I used to be a bit wild, you know. I used to tell people off and stand up for my rights and that. They said, here he comes, Wild Dave. Mad Dog Sheridan, that's what they used to call me. Here he comes, Mad Dog. Mad Dog, frothing at the mouth, shaking his fist. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments if you had any pet names, any nicknames, what people used to call you in the past. I hope you're interested in this one. I just thought I'd put this one in because I was thinking about something. I thought, oh, remember the little nicknames they used to give me. So, but anyway guys, enjoy the rest of your evening, Tuesday evening. God bless you all. Stay safe and I'll catch you in the next one. This is Dave signing out saying ciao bambino. Buenas noches. Bye bye.